I really hope that Kota Ibushi is going to be alright. I'm John Renton with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 31, the finals, and I don't have a lot of jokes here, guys, because the final couple minutes of the G1 Climax final match between Kazuchika Okada and Kota Ibushi, that was just sad to watch. That was really goddamn sad to watch. I really hope that Kota Ibushi is going to be alright. Let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton on commentary. There was one really cool moment that we didn't expect. But man, there was some steam taken out of the goddamn thing because that's not how the match should have ended. And I know that wrestling is a contact sport. And they put their lives on the line, their bodies on the line. But it was very, very jarring. Fujita and Oiwa took on El Desperado and Kanemaru. Young Lions are dramatically improving, showing more fire. They did do some good tag team work. It's going to be interesting to see how they progress over the coming months and years. There were some cool spots like a Boston Crab, but eventually, even after an inside cradle, Fujita fell to the Boston Crab by Kanemaru. So there it was. Fine pre-show match. We take a break. We come back with Jeff Cobb, which, once again, great fucking tournament by Jeff Cobb. Mr. Tour of the Islands. One of my favorite wrestlers of 2021 and of the last few years, in all honesty, but he's had a hell of a goddamn 2021. Please keep the momentum going for this guy. And he teamed up with Okan, so the great O-Cobb are teaming up once again. They took on Yano and Nagata. And it was the usual stuff from Yano and Okan. Nagata does get tagged in, and then Yano eventually gets tagged in, and we get a low blow, but the monitor goes out. And 1, 2, 3, Okan gets rolled up, and there you go. Typical stuff from Yano. And Nagata gets to be on the winning side of a team. Okay, was what it was. At least Okan took the pin. Sho, Evil, Yujiro with Dick Togo took on Hiroki Goto, Yoshihashi, and Tomohiro Ishii. So the House of Torture want the Never Openweight 6-Man championships. And they may actually get a shot at them at Power Struggle. In fact, I think this is pretty much a preview match. The usual Bullet Club BS. Dick repeatedly inserting himself from behind. Yujiro's stick. Sho with the chair to Yoshihashi's head. Everything is evil. 1, 2, 3. Fine, whatever. Let's just move on from that. Kenta, Gorillas of Destiny, and Chase Owens with Jado, massive heater, as Kevin Kelly calls him, taking on Tanahashi, Tiger Mask, Hanma, and Makabe. Hey, look, it's Hanma, here to take the pin, which is what he did. The match wasn't bad. It was nice to see Tiger Mask back. Nice to see Makabe back. Hanma shouldn't be in the goddamn ring anymore. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with the IWGP US Championship, title picture going forward. Like, what are they going to do at Power Struggle? What are they going to do at Wrestle Kingdom? Eventually, package pile driver on Hanma, 1, 2, 3. Kenta and Chase, they won a shot. Well, Chase beat Tanahashi, and Kenta's like, well, I don't care. I want the shot, and he's fine. After you, I get the shot. Okay. So then we get Zack Sabre Jr. coming out for an exhibition, or maybe he's just going to challenge Shingo because he beat him in the G1, so we're going to get this, and then suddenly Shibata's music hits. I'm getting goosebumps, my fucking god, an exhibition match with grappling and stuff like that. Yes, you couldn't do a lot of standard wrestling moves, because Shibata basically almost died, I believe it's Sakura Genesis 2017, and thankfully he's alright. He's been doing a bunch of training and everything, and he had that little flirt with coming back when he faced off against Kenta, and did that stuff at the G1 Climax final in 2019. But he don't look 41. The crowd popped. They could not hold their excitement in, and this was really cool to see. It was just nice. It was some grappling, just a test to see, will Shibata come back for at least one more match, or to show respect. Shibata says, this isn't the last time you're going to see him in a ring. I'm all for it as long as it's safe, because the injuries that he suffered, the style that he had, it's great to see him back. He's been training a lot of people. I love the fact that he's come back, but it was really, really cool to see, though. Really, really fucking cool to see. Like, I popped big up. And I watched this on delay. I was really, really surprised that Shibata came back since I needed to sleep. So, this was really, really cool, though. I think they're going to have to do him versus Kenta very soon. I don't think Shibata's got a lot of matches left, but make them special, make them count, and this was a really cool moment. Then Tenzan, Kojima, Taguchi, and Master Wato took on LIJ without Naito. So, usual cooldown match. Taguchi and Hiromu did comedy. Match is fine. Pace picked up at the end. We get Shingo and Tenzan tangling, and then eventually Pumping Bomber on Tenzan 1, 2, 3. And then we get Ibushi versus Kazuchika Okada. Now, I want to say right now, this match had a good build. Yes, I'm a little bit sick of Kota Ibushi being in the finals, But that just goes to the side right now because I just hope the guy, wrist, shoulder, arm, I'm not sure what the actual injury is because he was holding a couple parts that just looked really, really bad. But they had a big fight feel, as you would expect with these guys. They started slow with some nice wrestling. Ibushi did his stiff drop kick, a nice half Nelson Plex outside. Money clip with a grounded version, big elbow, Rainmaker pose. And then we get a strike battle, moonsault by Ibushi outside, winding heel kick. Great, knee strike. Kamigoye for 2 because what are finishers in New Japan? In all seriousness, now he's gone to the exposed knee. Kamigoye. We get a trap pin. Phoenix Splash, and then Kota just... I had to watch replays. He landed badly. I mean, and like those top rope maneuvers, you can land badly, but fuck, that was just brutal. Really, really goddamn brutal. Very, very sad. Red Shoes said, that's it. You can't go anymore. Because Ibushi was probably even saying, I can finish this with one arm. It's like, no, you can't. And he stopped it. Okada looked concerned. Staff is checking on him. Okada checks on him. Shingo's looking concerned as well because he was going to face the winner of this. Okada checks on Ibushi, and Ibushi says he can go. Red Shoe says, no, you fucking can't. Okada even says, we will face off again. Ibushi was taken out. Celebration, and felt a little bit hollow, and even Okada, you could see on his face. He was obviously going to beat Ibushi. That's where they were going to go, but just the fact that it ended that way. He says he will be champ again, but he wants to face Kota Ibushi when he is fully healed. If it's not that serious, and it's something that's just maybe a dislocate, if it's just something that will keep him out for a bit and he can be back in time for Wrestle Kingdom, great. I have no idea otherwise, but very, very eerie. Very eerie. I really hope Kota Ibushi is going to be alright, because you have Tetsuya Naito out, presumably past Wrestle Kingdom, so they're going to need some star power. But just hopefully these guys come back 100%. Just really, really... We got to see Shibata come back. That was cool, and, it started with an injury and ends with an injury. It's almost darkly poetic. Anyway, agree, disagree what I said. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retland. Kota, get well. Get well, Kota. I'll see you soon.